Alright, so I think I lost the footage for this, but when Matt was over here the other day, probably going to be in the last video, if I ever get to actually editing these things. I picked this up from Matt. It's an old Sears Suburban, I think 10 or 12, I think it's a 10. Garden tractor. Someone made dually adapters for it, so it's actually got some Sears tires on it, so very surprised to see that. Got a bucket of parts here, just all kinds of stuff, brackets, pulleys, and the original engine, which has locked itself up. It has gotten a hard spot in it just from sitting. Literally sat inside, probably because it didn't have a plug in it. I'm guessing something corroded. I don't really care for that engine because you can't really get parts for them very cheaply. But come over here, have this old Wisconsin curb machine. This is a Predator 212 pump frame. Took the pump off because we thought the motor was seized. Come to find out, motor's not seized. Pump was just totaled. And so took it off, got it kind of running, needs a new carb, and a fuel system set up, as you can tell. But need to drill a couple of holes to mount it. 2 of the holes already line up, but I need to make 2 more this way than where they are. I'm like, well, how am I gonna figure that out? Well, we just come over here, we got a perfect template right there. And so I'm gonna take the grinder, cut it right there, cut it right there, flip it over, bolt it down, drill out 2 holes on that for a template, and we'll see how it does. And got some, move all my stuff, got some new cutting discs. Gonna try these out. They're benchmark abrasives. Wonder if there's a part number somewhere, but we're gonna see if these are any good. And let's get to cutting. Okay, considering I did pay only $1 a blade, and cutting through that, we went through about that much, and honestly wasn't the best cutting job I've ever done. I'd say that's pretty good, considering I've had $3 blades get chewed up just as fast. Alright, so I got those holes drilled out. As you can see, line those 2 up. Got 2 holes right there, freshly drilled. So I think that was pretty smart of me, because I always hate trying to line. I think she's got a little bit of crap in the cylinder, maybe. Hope it's not oil. I don't have a kill switch hooked up, so make sure she's still got a good bit of oil in her. Oh yeah. I'm sure there's just a bunch of crap in the cylinder and everything that it's burning off. But got a running motor now. Literally all I need is the pulley, and alrighty, it's another day, and today this old girl's gonna drive. As you can see, we got the hood on her and the grill. She's looking pretty mean. Got her pulled up here using that and don't listen to me. But got a pulley for this. Don't worry about that. And got that starter rope flipped around so that way we can start it from the sitting position. I have one more of these to install on each side. As you can see right there, it's missing because I didn't have any of those little bits of pipe. Now I do. Rated Atwoods for some bits, and should have everything I need to finish this, except for a belt if I need a new one, because I wasn't sure what size I needed, since we have ourselves a new pulley. So we'll work on getting all this stuff installed, getting her all set up and ready to go. So we got some work to do with her. Alright, we got both wheels buttoned up. Yeah, it's a little bit longer than the other ones, but there's a whole bunch of thread on the end of these. These ones I think are cutting it kind of close. But let's get that pulley on. Let me show you guys what we got. You know, the most expensive part, other than buying the actual tractor itself, was this thing. This thing was not cheap at all, but Surplus Center had it the best deal for only 40 bucks, because I wanted a double groove, because at some point I'd like to put the starter generator on there, right there, and well, we'd need a second deal on here, and also it'd be good to just use as PTO. So thinking about the future and saving myself a little bit of money, hopefully in a long
First low. She's slow. Oh yeah, she's got some speed.